Reaper in the rocking chair here. Well, I gone and done it. I downloaded Helldivers 2. I want to see what the hype is all about. Everybody says it's what they've been waiting for in a shooter, and I hope it's all what the hype is all up to be. What it's all out to be, because I was absolutely a fanboy of Call of Duty. Nah, I'll admit it. But it has gone to shit since Ghosts. And, you know, I've watched a few videos on it, watched some of my favorite content creators play it, and it seems pretty spectacular. Anyways, stay tuned. I'm going to be playing it, start to finish it, game mode, then we'll go into multiplayer and all that. I want to get the feel of the game. I'm one of those players. Anyway, I'm also old. It takes me a minute to get the muscle movements down. But anyways, like I said, stay tuned. Also, I wanted to, one of my favorite streamers and content creators is JD Delay. I've been kind of reposting some of his stuff and regurgitating it, if you will, about the Danny Masterson situation. It's come to light that I guess he's transferred on to bigger things here. They're in the old Danny Masterson, if you will, not the old JD Delay. That's yeah, I don't think he'd have any problems, to be honest with you. But anyways, so I guess Danny Masterson is now going to a open bay housing structured prison. Anyways, why I'm bringing that up is I did some time in open bay housing in Florida, not jail, but prison. I was in Hamilton CI and also Century CI, which has a lot of chomos, if you will, running around, and a lot of essays on, you know, women and, you know, children, if you will. Anyways, I got one story in particular. If you got any doubts that an open bay housing unit will save Danny Masterson, it will not. Trust me when I tell you this story. It was probably I'm not one of these. I'm not a, you know, long 4 years. That's it. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. Where my life was going, where it was headed, I needed to go. For two reasons: to grow up, one, and what I witnessed. If seeing what I seen there didn't if going to prison alone wasn't a wake up call, what I seen, witnessed, and lived through while I was there definitely damn sure was. But I digress, and stay tuned. I will tell you some of those stories. Also, you know, damn it, I wish I had the cameras facing this way, because I cannot figure out something. Remember, like I said in my last upload, I was going to be posting some paranormal things that's been happening in this house. I had an incident it was yesterday, sitting in my office, and I have a cat food container. Now the cats, it was filled with food. There's no way they could have knocked it off where it was at, and it flew. I heard it. It wasn't just a knock off the. Anyways, got a couple of those, and one story in particular that made me a believer, because I was, for a long time. You even brought it up. I was like, I didn't. It was Peanut's phone call. I went wah wah wah. After that, you're crazy. I didn't listen to you. Then it happened to me, and I can't describe to you what it feels like verbatim, like in words. My vernacular is just not that good to describe. Maybe I can't articulate it enough. What it feels like to have one of your main beliefs just shattered right before, like, oh shit, it's real. Oh shit. Yeah, it was like that. But that'll also be telling. Anyways, like I said, big shout out to JD Delay. Why I also bring up his name and just his awesome videos is he seems to be. I don't want to act like I know him. I don't. I just really respect his work. Also, I love that he's also a peer support specialist. I too am a peer support specialist. I was one of the first 600, as a matter of fact. I was certified in 2007 through a group, Gene. I really don't want to say their last names, but Gene was one of them that ran it. In Michigan, I went to a monk, like a monkery. I don't know what they call them. A Capuchin resort up in Michigan, out in Detroit. Anyways, Detroit's where I'm from. Shout out back home to Detroit. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna be having a whole bunch of content, whole new set of content coming up. And I'm going to get into a little bit more about how I became a peer support specialist, and how I got into it and how fulfilling it was. And it kind of like is the final chapter of a chaotic life. And again, I was one of the first 600, like 2007 was when I was certified. I worked mainly psychiatric hospitals because I'm going to be honest with you, before I got help myself, and sort of part and parcel as to why I went to prison was I didn't understand what was going on upstairs. I fought it off. I kind of had an inkling. I'm not, for lack of a better word, stupid, if you will. So I figured something wasn't right, and I fought it. I didn't want to believe it. I coped with alcohol. I was an alcoholic for a very long time. I struggled with alcoholism. Well, one, because I still, in a sense, don't believe I am, but in a sense, I am in a smidgen of a way, because if anything, I'm best classified as a binge drinker, because I would be just like, all right, my argument is why I'm not, was because I didn't know how to manage stress. And I have horrible OCD. So with that being said, you're like, well, what does that mean? I'm a creature of habit. So a true creature of habit, like change fucks me up. So what I mean is I don't manage stress well. And it just happened. I got drunk one time as a kid, just stressed out of my mind. And I wasn't overwhelmingly stressed out. And it just spiraled out of control every day, just to chase that worry away for, if not just a few hours. I did, and then, as time went by, you get brave enough to face that fear, which really isn't nothing. But as a kid, my perspective was askew. But anyway, before I get side railed, Helldivers 2, JD Delay, big shout out to you. I'd love to tell you my story one day. Maybe it's something we have in common on how we became peer support specialists. Anyways, keep up the great work, dude. I love your videos. They half of them are hilarious. Other half are like, wow, I know exactly what you're saying, even though it's a totally different state. And like I said, I was just an average Joe. I still had a hustle. I was the best artist on the compound. I got a drawing hustle like you wouldn't believe. But it was enough. I mean, anybody wanted anything, they came to me. I ate very good. And anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. I guess it's because of my lack of not being the old big guy in prison. But hey, we had to survive too. Damn sure wasn't giving up the ass cheeks. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Helldivers 2, prison stories, paranormal shit, and whatever else I can think of. Thanks for the support, guys. I really do, appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be on to bigger, better things. Take care. See you soon.